In this video, we'll take up the homework sheet on sequences as discrete functions. So the first question, we're just looking at the pattern and trying to find the next three terms. So 1a, you're just going up by 2 to find the next term. And the second 1b, you're adding the previous two terms to find the next term. For C, you're multiplying by 3 to find the next term, and D, you're multiplying by root 3 to find the next term. For 2, those terms in the sequence are actually all multiples of 6. So you can tell whether the numbers, like 126 or 206, whether those numbers are part of the sequence by checking if it's a multiple of 6. So if it's not, then it's not part of the sequence. For question 3, don't fret too much if you can't come up with the explicit formula right now, because there is a way to write the formulas later on. You'll have a formula to develop the explicit formula. So if you can't come up with it, it's okay. You can come back to this question later on in the unit. But once you do have the explicit formula, then you can find the value of the 8th term, the 16th term, and the 24th term. No problem. That's the power of the explicit formula. For question 5, I wrote down the number of memberships they've sold as term numbers here. So the first term represents the number of memberships sold in the first week, and then there's an additional 35 memberships sold after each week. And then I wrote down the formula, the explicit formula. So once again, I have a formula that helps me come up with an explicit formula, which we'll cover in a few lessons from now. And then I can find out how many memberships are sold after 7 weeks and after 10 weeks. And I can tell you when you will sell 615 memberships, which is 15 weeks. You just have to solve the equation. Okay, so that's the solutions for sequences as a discrete function. Please don't fret if you can't come up with the explicit formula for now. Revisit this when we do the lessons on arithmetic sequences and geometric sequences, and you'll get a better handle at generating explicit formulas.